Hey guys, happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend, and I also hope you are excited for another riveting week of green eggs and ham. Last Friday, Ashley asked us a question. She asked us about our future goals, who we wanted to be, what we wanted to do, and where we wanted to go. Now, coming from a class of all future music educators, this was a tough one. So, what do you want to be when you grow up? Probably the number one asked question to all small children, and therefore probably the primary source of anxiety for these youngsters that are asked to plan out their entire lives at the age of 7. Good. I mean, it's such a big decision. There's so much commitment. Everybody wanted to be something different, but it was time to get serious. So my first job decision was to be a princess. Because let's be real, every girl did. And this is my tiara, not a sparkly dot. After I got a grasp on reality, I realized how much I loved working with people and helping people. So I decided to commit my life to helping others become something great, which meant becoming an arts teacher. Arts was fun, and I was pretty good at it, but it wasn't something I loved enough to do the rest of my life. So with those two occupations eliminated, that left one thing: to be a band director. Obviously. I mean, the class is called Music Ed Technology. We all want to teach music here. In terms of details, I don't know what I want to do yet, 100%. Every day I change my mind. So one day I want to teach middle school, and the next day I want high schoolers. And I usually flip between those two. I also wouldn't mind teaching general music in addition to that. I know a lot of people talk down on it, but I think it's pretty cool, and somebody's got to do it. So, in terms of band directing goals, that's all I got on that for right now. However, I have had this lifelong dream of traveling to Africa and kind of exploring music there and working with the people. I always thought it would be neat to go to the less fortunate areas and teach them what I know, and then go to the more fortunate areas and learn from them instead. And getting super into ethnomusicology this past year for me has only fueled that dream even more. I discovered this thing called the Landfill Harmonic, which is in Paraguay, and they take trash and make instruments out of them, and they come up with this orchestra, and it's just amazing. I had a professor that taught in Brazil, and he made a gamelan ensemble with these little kids, just out of stuff they had there, just making something out of nothing. And I just think that's incredible. And I mean, there might very well already be something like that in Africa or other countries, but if there's not, I think that'd be pretty cool to make that a world thing instead of just a Paraguay thing. So that's the plan as of now. Although I am only 18 and I do have a little bit of time before I have to figure that out for real, so there's room for more goals down the line. And with that said, that concludes my Monday with Hannah, and I hope you look forward to hearing from Mason tomorrow. Have a nice week.